Today I'm going to show you how to take a small piece of art and turn it into a great big masterpiece, all thanks to Allie who asked the right question. She said, JaDeL, how do I get Atlantis on a 12-inch round? Well, let me show you how to take this 4.5-inch rock and turn it into this 12-inch canvas. Check out how Allie's came out. It was so good that I decided I had to make this tutorial so that any of y'all can take one of my 4.5-inch tutorials and turn it into a 12-inch. Now, the first thing you need to know is that a 4.5-inch art stone has a 5-inch painting surface. So if you want to do the math, you take 12 divided by 5 and you're going to get 2.4. So we need our new mandala to be about 2.5 times bigger than the last one. So all of the guidelines, all of the tool sizes, all of the rings, everything about 2.5 times bigger. So that's what I've done so far. I took all of the guidelines from that Atlantis video and I've made them 2.4 times bigger. Now I'm going to tell y'all I'll probably be making things 2 times bigger, 2.5 times bigger, and I will be improvising. Anytime you take a mandala off of an art stone, those mandalas are on a curved surface, like a dome. So if you took that dome and you just flattened it out, the very end of the mandala, those outer rings, are going to have to get bigger in order to flatten out. So that's going to change a little of your tool sizes towards the end. We'll get to that in a little bit, and I won't hide a thing from you. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about, where to improvise, and why I did. So right now, I'm just trying to draw the design and get right on to that first dotting tool. All right, I'm ready for that first dot. In the Atlantis video, my first dotting tool was a 15 mm. So I took 15 millimeters and I multiplied it by that 2.4. That gave me 36 mm. My new dot needs to be 36 millimeters wide. Now, since I don't have a 36 mm tool, I went ahead and used my compass, and I will save y'all all the conversions. Just open your compass 1.8 centimeters. Put the pointy part of your compass in the center of the canvas, make that circle, and then fill it in with gold paint. You can use a paintbrush. I like to use a dotting tool to smear it all in like that. And then just take a little stylus and smooth it all out. Easy peasy. Let's go on to the next dot and see how to get it 2.5 times bigger. The next tool size was a 1 mm, and you see I'm not using a 2.5 mm because I'm improvising. I want these dots on the inside of those guidelines I made there. So I'm improvising. I made it just a little bit smaller, trying to squeeze it in there. Of course, I still hit the line a little bit. So when we get to doing these fine lines, I'm just going to kind of go around it. I won't tell anybody if you don't tell anybody. Just go around it. Now, I'm using just about the same fine line brush that I did in the first video. This one's just a teeny bit longer. It's not going to make that line any bigger. And my lines need to be 2.5 times bigger also. So I hope you guys enjoy watching me turn my really fine lines into these big thick ones. I'm just going over them a couple of times. I'm trying to press down even thicker. It was kind of fun to do. Way different than what I'm normally trying to do. Normally I'm trying to make them super small, and this time I was trying to make them super big, but it did work. And I think in the end, I think they looked really good. All right, I'm already thinking about the next dot. My original tool size was 3 mm, so let me get out my JaDeL calculator real quick. Yeah, those are fingers. Anyway, I need about a 7 to a 7.5 mm tool. I went ahead and I went with the 7 because I was looking at the place here where they need to go, and I thought, no way was I getting anything bigger than a 7 in there. So do you see how this improvising thing works? You just kind of look at where you need it, and some of it's going to be obvious, some of it's not, but you're just going to do the best you can. And it's going to be so worth it in the end. When you see your tiny little art piece come to life on a great big canvas like this, it is going to be so cool. Y'all, the video, that tutorial of Atlantis was still it is still to this day the best video numbers wise in the YouTube world that I had when it comes to painting mandalas on art stones. This is my #1 video. None of the rest have beat it yet. So it is so good in the weirdest way to say. It's so wonderful to see it again. I love this little painting. It's done so many good things for me. I hope you guys follow along with this one. I would love to see Atlantis come back again and see some more of this, you guys. If you do, will you please go over to the community page, upload your version of Atlantis? I would love to see it. If you're inspired by this, I want to see it, y'all. Now I'm opening a brand new bottle of this Hawaiian Surf. Y'all, I could not find the bottle of Atlantis anywhere in my local Walmart store, and I was so sad about it, but I picked this Hawaiian Surf, and I think it is just fine. So if you've got to substitute colors, go for it. It's going to look great in the end. Now, before I go any further, I want to give a great big shout out to our channel member, Diane C. The original video, Atlantis, was her absolute favorite tutorial that I've done so far on the channel. So it made me want to give her a super thank you. She's been a channel member for over 40 months, and she is so supportive and so helpful. And she has just become a super dear friend to me, literally a lifetime friend from here on out. I just think she is a wonderful people. And I wanted to give her a great big shout out because I just don't say thank you enough. Thank you so much, Diane. You totally rock. Now, as I'm making these dots, I'm like a little confused. In my original video, these dots were right against the guideline and those gold dots. So I'm going to improvise and add just a little smaller dot on either place. This was not in the original. I'm just improvising. I think it's just all about that domed shape mandala being flattened out. I think maybe it just had to be a little bit longer. Now you can see this is a clip from the original video where I just took a 2mm tool and was making those swooshes. So now I'm thinking, well, how do I make this bigger? My first idea is to grab a 5mm dotting stylus and just go with it, but I know that's not a really common size. Happy Dotting Company does have one. We'll use it a little later in this video. I'll show you. But if you don't have one, just use a 5mm dot and take a fine stylus, or you could, like me here, you can use your fine liner and just drag that swoosh out. It's not hard to make these swooshes bigger, so it's totally possible. Don't let that intimidate you. You just kind of have to think out of the box a little bit. But here in a minute, when we get down closer to the bottom of this mandala, I'll go ahead and pull out that 5mm dotting stylus from Happy Dotting Company. It is so helpful. They also have this tool set, this white one that I'm using, this white tool set also comes with a 4mm. Those are real uncommon sizes as far as I know, so if you're looking for those dotting styluses to make bigger swooshes, Happy Dotting Company is your place. And they sell their tools on Amazon. She also has a Etsy shop. I will leave all of that linked down below. Super good company, super good people, totally recommend, 10 out of 10. So according to the original tutorial, I'm going to be making quite a few swooshes down here towards the bottom. And I'm going to try to use nothing but the dotting styluses instead of, before I was using the dotting tool and then dragging it out with my fine liner. I am just going to use the dotting stylus. If it doesn't go all the way to where it wants or where I want it to go, I'll go ahead and use my fine liner to drag out those points. Easy peasy. But I want to get out that 5mm dotting stylus I was talking about. Y'all, would you look at this thing? It works just like the smaller ones. You just got to make sure you get a lot of paint on it and go for it. And I just think this was so neat. It came with a set of 3 tools, and like I say, I'll link that for you down below. But if you're looking for a bigger dotting stylus, there you have it. All right, you guys, it is time to get out that glitter. Now, in the video, I used a 12mm stylus to put a big top dot in the very middle. I'm not even upsizing. I'm just grabbing my biggest tool here. It's a 15.5mm, and I am just pulling that glitter around the center and just eyeballing it. So super fun. This is my favorite glitter in the whole wide world. And oh gosh, this video is having like such an effect on me. It's like I stood up a while ago to just kind of get an overall look of this mandala, and it was kind of cute, really. I was like, oh, hello, old friend. It was like, look at you, you're back. And I just thought that was so cool. I just can't take the smile off my face. Y'all, this video was really special to me. Now, I know it's not one of those viral hits that a lot of people get, but for me, it was like a really big deal. And I mean, it had a lot of views on it, and so many people have recreated this and just sent me so much love. It has brought a lot of kindness into my world, and I love this design. I really hope you do too. If you guys don't do mandala art on stones, I hope you try this on a canvas, and you can just ignore all the conversions and use the tool sizes at the bottom and recreate this. So I'm having a whole lot of fun, and I can't wait to see what you guys do with this. All right, this is probably the biggest place where I really noticed that I needed to improvise. In the original tutorial, I did these gold and blue, that blue flash in that 5mm, but this blue ice, in the original, I used a 3mm, and it was clear that there wasn't enough room to do the same size dot, but here on this canvas, there's plenty of room. So that's what I did. I went ahead and used and made them all the same. So that's just another bit of that improvising. Now, I let all of this dry. It's the next day. I'm going to take off all of these guidelines, and then I'm not loving the way that center dot of glitter came out. See how it's kind of bare there? I just want to put a little more glitter on it. Y'all know me. I want that glitter. Anyway, so that's all I'm doing. I'm going to touch up the glitter, and I'm going to finish this up real quick, hopefully. Let's see where it goes. Okay, this is really neat, y'all. I can't wait for you guys to do this with some of your art as well. It is so neat to see it so big. I'm gonna let this dry a couple of days, and then I'm gonna take it outside and I'm gonna spray it with this sealer, and I will come back and show you guys the final reveal. Right now, these are just all of the tools I used in this video. I'll leave links for them down below. I hope you go and click, 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 and do all of that good stuff. Let's check out the final reveal. Oh my gosh, can you believe it? This looks so cool. Thank you, Allie, so much for asking me about this. Thank you so much for sharing your art with me. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you do it. I really do. I hope you give this a shot. Watch all of my videos, hit the like button and subscribe, and until next time, rock on.